Caitlin Clark, her only comp is Tiger Woods. People were not watching golf, and then Tiger Woods doubled the numbers. Michael Jordan took time to become like this, the fervor around him. There have been a couple of musical acts that were just immediate hits. At least they feel immediate. Garth Brooks, I can remember. Garth Brooks got hot fast. Beyonce, hot fast. We didn't watch something, and now we watch it all the time. Tiger Woods and Caitlin Clark, that's the comp.
Colin deserves recognition for his recent comments. Over the past 2 decades, his career has grown from hosting radio shows with video feeds in a small ESPN studio to his current role at FS1. He joined Ryan on the Ringer podcast for their annual conversation, where they talked about the quiet periods in sports when media figures can take a step back. Colin shared that he tries to plan breaks during the summer before football season begins. He also highlighted one athlete who has recently caught his attention, someone who is genuinely engaging audiences and generating excitement.
No, I don't. If I'd have wanted to watch it, I'd have been watching it then. I don't want to retroactively go watch it. I didn't care. I mean, plain and simple. And I don't apologize for that either. Well, Cowherd came out today. He's fully aware and he's locked in on this Caitlin Clark thing, just like the rest of us. And he's got a little message. He slams the WNBA gatekeepers and how they view fans that did not watch this league beforehand.
There's these people who are fans of indie bands, international soccer, and the WNBA. They have this gatekeeping mentality. We'll tell you who's great.
Colin usually talks about topics with broad appeal, often focusing on powerhouse teams like the Yankees, Lakers, Cowboys, and Chiefs. Many people question why he emphasizes these big franchises. The reason is simple: viewership numbers. Analytics show this strategy works. On the podcast, Colin remarked that Caitlin drives viewership on par with those major teams. Existing WNBA fans and what Colin calls gatekeepers often criticize newcomers who haven't studied the league's history or acknowledged its earlier start.
Colin, I was watching the WNBA long before Caitlin Clark. Well, yeah, it's not my problem your social life was boring. I'm not going to apologize for watching it when it got really interesting. And I've said this about Steph Curry. I love Draymond Green and Jimmy Butler and pods. But if you take Steph Curry out of the Warriors...
The reality is that people spend their time and money as they see fit. When longtime fans insist that newcomers study the league's history, the answer is simple. If there had been genuine interest before, people would have tuned in. Many weren't engaged previously, and there's no need to apologize for that. Colin addressed this issue today, showing he's paying close attention to the Caitlin situation, like many others. He also sent a clear message about WNBA gatekeepers and their attitude toward newer fans.
They're kind of boring. And if you take Caitlin Clark out of the WNBA and her team, it's not the same. She's packing now larger arenas. She's taking and making shots nobody's ever done in the history of the sport. She is Steph Curry. I mean, there's a reason the NBA puts Steph Curry on Christmas. And privately, the NBA with Steph Curry out of the playoffs knows Minnesota's not going to get the same number.
I've noticed similar patterns with basketball stars. I enjoy Green and Butler's podcasts, but without Curry on Golden State, they're less compelling. In the same way, remove Caitlin from her team and the Women's League, and everything changes. She's filling larger arenas and making shots that are unprecedented in sports history. Her impact is comparable to Curry's. The NBA highlights him during holiday games because, without Curry in the playoffs, audiences like those in Minnesota wouldn't tune in. Yet, some WNBA players resist this kind of growth. They should stop fighting reality and step aside. It's not a flattering position. Caitlin is a captivating athlete, and it must be exhausting for others to constantly oppose new, exciting developments.
WNBA players weirdly have been fighting growth. Stop fighting the truth. Get out of your own way. It is a bad look. She is a fascinating player, and it must be exhausting hating new cool things.
Absolutely. God, you've heard me say this on this channel. She's the hybrid love child of Larry Bird and Steph Curry.
His assessment is spot on, and this point often comes up in sports commentary. Caitlin combines the talent of legendary players with modern marketing appeal, bringing something truly special. New fans shouldn't feel the need to apologize for only recently taking an interest. Many were aware the league existed but weren't previously engaged, and there's no obligation to feel guilty about that. Reactions have been pouring in, and Colin got it right. Just as Jordan faced scrutiny from protective fan groups, similar dynamics appear in women's soccer. Some fans don't even watch the games but try to dictate who can engage with them. That's puzzling. They don't have exclusive ownership. About 70% of the audience has only recently arrived, and they're just participating. Longtime fans can keep watching, which is fine, but trying to control access is wrong. People choose how to spend their time, and past viewership isn't some badge of honor.
With the branding of Jordan, you've heard me say that. If you've watched this channel at all, you've heard me say that. Right there, she's interesting. Caitlin Clark is interesting. And the new fans aren't going to apologize for the fact that she's just now bringing us in. All right, brought us in last year, but you get the point.
There's these people.
I've known this league existed. I did. I knew it existed. I had zero care to watch it, and I don't feel like I'm going to apologize for that. So there's a lot of reaction coming in from this.
It's simple. There's naturally competition when someone reshapes the game, and Colin captured that perfectly. He often separates his accurate assessments from the incorrect ones, and in this case, he was spot on. Some commentators think the league struggles because of its protective core, and I fully agree with Colin's view. One observer added, "She's the most valuable asset the league has ever had." It makes sense that team managers would compete to build around her. According to yesterday's survey, half of the managers agreed. Any manager who wouldn't make her their top choice for constructing a franchise should have their judgment on talent and star power questioned.
He cooked. It's how they treated MJ. The lesbian mafia does it in the NWSL too. The women's soccer league, they do that over there too. I don't think they even watch the games. They just don't want you to either. They think it's theirs.
I've compared viewership from previous years to last year, and the increase is significant. The protective attitude some display seems odd, and the overall environment feels unusual. Players express resentment, and some fans show hostility. This kind of behavior is rare in other sports leagues. Conversations happen regularly elsewhere, but they don't include such personal attacks. It's truly remarkable.
That's crazy. I mean, I don't get it. They think they've got ownership of it. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. I mean, 70% new fans just walked in. No, we walked in and just took it. I mean, you can keep watching. That's fine. That's fine. But, I mean, we're not going to gatekeep the league. People can do what they want to with their own time. It's not a badge of honor, though. I mean, we don't care about your badge.
For a player like Khan, scoring in exhibition games seems effortless. Many consider Khan the greatest shooter in May basketball history. This game was one-sided from start to finish. The score stayed close at first only because Indiana Fever missed easy shots early. Overall, it was complete domination, and Chicago Sky played terribly. They were absolutely dreadful.
Wow, I didn't think this was going to happen. I thought, this one's going to be a battle. This was going to be a battle, the Sky looked really good in preseason and all. And I mean, for the likes of Kia Nurse, it's really easy to shoot in preseason, I guess, for Kia Nurse. Normally they call Kia Nurse the greatest May shooter of all time. This was...
Caitlin Clark's second season with the Indiana Fever is already showing the impact of her off-season work and physical development. After a strong preseason, she displayed improved strength, longer-range shooting, and leadership on the court, helping elevate teammates like Deanna Bonner, Natasha Howard, and Sydney Coulson. The Fever's roster adjustments, combined with head coach Stephanie White's clear communication and championship mindset, have created a focused, unselfish team environment. Clark's growth, both physically and strategically, has turned Indiana into a legitimate contender, with her on-court dominance, vision, and commitment signaling a promising future for the team.